Welcome back to From Vinyl to Streaming, Tunes Through Time with Abby and Judy. I'm Abby.
And I'm Judy.
How you doing, Judy?
I'm good. How are you, Abby?
I'm good. How you been?
I've been good. Just kind of trying to catch up with life.
Yeah.
My life's been, I was gone for so long and I still haven't caught up.
There you go. Yeah.
Got laundry for days.
Piles and piles.
Piles and piles of laundry, and kind of done with it. I'm so far behind that I can't do what I want to do now, like plant flowers, things like that, but hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
How about you? Have you been running much?
Good. No, I took a week off of running after the half to kind of just chill, let my shin splints heal a little bit, and
Smart.
let the ankles rest. And so we're starting that back up again this week. So
all right. Can't wait to hear about this.
We're going to be full on marathon training soon. So that's exciting.
It is exciting. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Anytime you can run, I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
Anytime I don't have to run, I'm excited.
That is very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Because I would rather die.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's not fun until you get over that 5-6 miles, and getting to that 5-6 miles is tough. So
yeah.
Anyone who doesn't run, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the way it is. I'll walk though.
Yeah.
Maybe not a marathon or half a marathon, but I'll walk. I'll walk.
Yeah.
A mile.
And she'll slay.
Too.
She'll slay so
I'll
hard.
slay it. So yeah.
For music moments this week, I don't have one.
I have one.
So we're gonna let Judy talk about hers because I don't have one this week.
Well, I have one. So the legends of Steve Perry and Willie Nelson came together and recorded Faithfully. It's for I think Live Aid or Farm Aid or something they did it for. And it was kind of fun that they've come together and made a song. So since this was my musical theme for the week, I mean, it's pretty exciting that Steve Perry was actually, recording another song and stuff.
Yeah. And singing a Journey song too.
And it's a Journey song.
Yeah.
That's what was kind of cool.
A very iconic Journey song.
A song he sang beautifully in the day.
Yes.
So, I thought I would have Abby review it.
Yes, this will be our song review for the day.
Because I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, my two idols come together and they didn't even care that their voices aren't as great anymore. This is so beautiful. This is amazing. I can't believe they did it." So, what was your take on it, Abby?
This is easily my least favorite song that we have reviewed. It was genuinely, and I love Steve Perry so much. Too. It was so bad. It was so bad. And Willie Nelson, for some reason, refuses to be on beat. Is always coming in half a beat late. And it drove me up a wall.
Yeah.
Steve Perry, by the end of the song, he had grown on me. But the man just is not, he just can't sing like he used to.
Well, I think Steve Perry, though, it sounded like he was in some far off room.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was it sounded like Willie Nelson was in the recording studio, and then
Steve Perry was in the back room, trying
to record. And I thought that was annoying.
Yeah,
because I think if Steve Perry could have had more of the sound of a recording studio, I think he would have sounded better. Because
I think I was just kind of thrown off at the beginning because Steve Perry does sing the song originally, so where it didn't sound the same, but it's the same person, so it's kind of the same. I think it just threw me off a little bit.
It was weird, huh?
So by the end, I was on Steve Perry's side. I was a fan. I was a fan of Steve Perry by the end.
But Willie Nelson,
oh my gosh.
It was bad.
It was genuinely so hard to listen to. It was like nails on a chalkboard. It was so bad.
I know.
Go back and listen to.
I felt so bad.
This man did not join on beat once.
Really? I'll have to listen to that.
And I think because this is such a beautiful, iconic, incredible song that it felt to me, and I didn't realize it was for a charity.
It was for charity, yeah.
It felt like a cash grab. We're like, oh, well, these, two really old icons or whatever, we'll come together and sing the song, you know what I mean? Where it's for the charity. That makes sense. That's fine. It just felt really unnecessary. And I was not a fan.
I wasn't a fan either.
I was not a fan.
That's why I wanted to get your opinion on it. Because I was because I saw, Steve Perry re-recorded Faithfully. This is going to be so amazing.
It's one of my favorite Journey songs.
Yeah. Too. And, you know, with Willie Nelson, I thought it could maybe work. Mm-hmm. It could maybe work. And then I heard like even a snippet of it and I was like, it's not working. It's not working. And I felt so bad because I love that. I love Faithfully. I love Steve Perry. Mm-hmm. I love Faithfully. I love, you know, I kept thinking Jonathan Cain, he's the one that wrote most of it. And I'm like, he's probably just dying right now. Just dying.
Let's see if we can just play a little snippet.
Yeah. And it's
such a beautiful song. It did not need the country twang. I'll say that.
It did not need the country twang.
Why did he wait so long to come in?
I don't know. He can't sing.
He is late on every line, and it drove me insane.
I know. It just wasn't beautiful.
That's my biggest beef with it. He's late on every single line.
Yeah, it just wasn't beautiful.
No, and Faithfully is such a beautiful song. That, like, why sing it if you're not going to do it justice?
Yeah, I think Steve Perry could have sang it by himself, of course, because he can't. I mean,
because it's his song.
It's his. I mean, he made it famous. I mean, he made it just what it was. But yeah. So it was unfortunately, a little disappointing for me.
Yeah. Because I was really excited when you sent it. I was like, oh, this is going to be
great. I know. I saw that and I'm like, I'm not going to have her do an old song. I'm going to have her do a brand new song. Mm-hmm. I never get brand new songs for her. And I thought,
yikes.
Let's see how honest she really is.
I'll give Steve Perry a 2 out of 5. Willie Nelson's gets a fat 0 out of 5. So together we'll give him it a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I would have gave Steve Perry 3. I think if Steve Perry didn't sound like he was in the back room, it would have been a lot better.
That's fair.
You know, and I can forgive Steve Perry for having an older voice now and stuff. It just felt like it just sounded like he was like hollow kind of.
Yeah. I just wish they would have done not a Journey song. Like, I think if they would have picked a song, just because you're gonna compare it to the original. You're gonna compare it where it's Steve Perry, you're gonna compare it to the original.
They should have done a Willie Nelson song.
Or a song neither of them sang. Yeah. Like, I think they should have picked a completely impartial song. That
would have been better.
So then you're not putting any preconceived notions on it. Because you just can't unhear how beautiful Steve Perry sounded in the 80s.
The 80s, yeah.
And Willie Nelson just was really not there. And Steve Perry, he was fine. He's just older.
He's older, and I could forgive him for
that.
And
if it was, I think if it was just Steve Perry, it would have been totally fine.
But I think so, too.
Those are my 2 cents.
I think if the recording sounded better with Steve Perry. And
that's true. That's true.
I think that would have been, I think.
They didn't do
I'm okay with Steve Perry getting old, and his voice is older. Yeah. He is quite old now. And like... You know, and he hadn't sang for years. So I can, you know, just listening to him sing that again was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I just wish the recording was better.
That's fair.
And there wasn't Willie Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Willie kind of really ruined it for me. Just come in on time. Why can't you come in on time? It drove me nuts.
Because he's probably high.
But it was every line. It was like you'd get ready for it to come and then now it is. It was it drove me nuts. It literally drove me nuts.
Sorry.
But Steve Perry slays.
Yeah, Steve Perry will always slay. I don't even care.
Yeah, but I would say just listen to the original.
Yeah, me too.
If you really want to hear Faithfully, just listen to the original.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. I just wanted to see if she was going to be honest or not because I knew she wasn't going to like it.
I don't know.
But it was a new thing, and I thought it was cool.
Great.
Like at first, I'm like, this is going to be. I mean, I'm not a big Willie Nelson fan, but I thought. Ooh, Steve Perry is re-recorded faithfully. Mm-hmm. This is going to be so amazing.
And Willie Nelson is an icon.
And so, he is an icon, too.
Even though he's not, like, necessarily my cup of tea, he is an icon. So to have them both together was exciting.
Yeah.
Execution could have been better.
The execution went.
Right.
I don't think Willie Nelson sounds as good as he used. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but he used to sound a lot better.
Yeah. But I think that's true for Steve Perry as well. But that's okay. It's what happens when you get old, and that's perfectly fine.
Fine, yeah. I honestly think Steve Perry could have slayed it again. It would have been different from the original, but I think he still could have sang it really beautifully.
But I think there would have been something sweet about the nostalgia of it, too. Yeah. Like having just Steve Perry, where Willie Nelson just really threw it off for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are just my
It's just too bad.
Yeah. But
hey,
go listen to it because it's for charity.
It's for charity, and I think it's for Farm Aid. Either Farm Aid or Live Aid. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Willie Nelson's really big. I think it's Farm Aid that he's really big into. Yeah. So I think it's for Farm Aid.
There you go.
So, yeah, but we got Steve Perry.
Yeah, which is exciting because we don't hear much from Steve Perry.
We don't, and we love him.
We love him so much.
So much.
Go back a couple episodes to learn about the destination. That's all. That's all we're going to say on that.
Destination.
The destination. But in other news, this week, we thought we would talk about some music that we don't necessarily agree on.
Can you believe that?
I know.
We don't agree on all music.
Not on all music. Isn't that nuts?
Everybody thought we did, but no, we don't.
We do have our own separate tastes of music.
We do
overlap a lot. If there was a Venn diagram, that middle part would be big.
Yeah.
But there are definitely some outliers on there that do not overlap.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed?
So when I make her listen to it, it's pure torture.
It is.
And when she makes me listen to hers, it's pure torture. Even though we're both very nice about it most of the time.
We always have everyone has their moments.
We have our moments. Especially when I'm like, you've got to hear this, Abby. You've got to hear this. And she's like, I don't have to hear
again. This. But that's okay.
It's all right. So.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. So, very famously, Judy does not like female singers. So
I like some.
There is a long,
but very few.
There's a long list of female singers like that are popular now that I love that Judy cannot stand. So,
well, I don't know if I can't stand them. I just won't listen to them.
Yeah,
I won't listen to them.
I think there's a couple you can't stand.
Probably a few I can't stand, but
so a lot of my list is that. So we'll start at the top with probably number 1, which is Ariana Grande.
Well, I shouldn't say, okay, I don't like her. I don't like her. I couldn't understand a word she was saying. So I don't even know what the point was to listen to her if you can't understand her. But then when I found out what she was saying, maybe I'm okay not knowing what she was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah. So
she was good in Wicked.
She was incredible in Wicked.
I think she's very talented.
She's very talented. That is one thing you can admit. She is very, very talented. Girl can sing.
I wonder what her high note is. Because
she whistles, so she's up there.
She's way up there. I mean, I bet she could almost break Crystal.
Oh, I'm sure she could. And
I think that's amazing. Yeah. I bet she could even do opera.
Yeah. That's what Glinda is. Glinda is opera.
Opera, yeah. So she's amazing. I do think she's amazingly talented.
Yes.
I don't think she's amazingly fun to listen to.
Yeah, it's just not her cup of tea.
She's not my cup of tea, no. She's not. I think she dates too much, and I just don't like anything about her.
And that's fair. That's fair.
Her personal life bugs.
That's fair. But I love her, and I've always loved her.
I know. And I did go to a concert.
She did go to a concert with me, and it was incredible. We had so much fun.
We had fun. I didn't know what she was saying, but
no.
And yeah, but it was kind of cool. She had a cool moon background.
Yeah,
that was kind of fun.
Yeah, her set slayed. I do miss Pop Ariana. Because she slayed so hard.
She does.
I've been watching, there's been a lot of like old clips of her popping up on my TikTok. And it's like, wow. She really went hard for a while there.
Yeah.
It was cool.
But you will never hear me listen to one of her songs.
She will never, ever turn
If I'm on in Abby's car and she puts her on, I have to listen to it because whoever's driving gets the final
radio.
word. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you will never see me turn on an Ariana Grande song.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
Not even the Wicked soundtrack.
That's fair. Alrighty. What's yours?
Okay, so my first one is such a classic. And I can't even find out. Where did I put them? I wrote these down and then I shut my thing and now I have no idea where they are. I'll have to go by memory. I can't find them. Well, my first one is Waylon Jennings.
Yep.
Who is a friend of Willie Nelson's. Or was a friend.
Yes.
Before they died. He died.
Yeah.
If I don't find this, then I'm going to forget.
I am not a country fan. There we
found it. So Waylon Jennings, I love Waylon Jennings.
Yes.
And I even love Waylon Jennings with Willie Nelson. Like, that's about the only...
What song do they sing together?
Good-Hearted Woman.
Yeah.
But even Waylon Jennings, when he tries to copy Willie Nelson, will close his nose.
So really get the essence.
Get the nasal sound. It's just really funny.
That's funny.
But I just love Waylon Jennings. I think his country music is good. Yeah. It is really good. Like, I'm not even a big country fan, but I can listen to Waylon Jennings anytime, anywhere, any song. I just think he's fun. I think his music's great. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame. That's why I just love him. I love him.
There you go.
I love him.
You will never catch me turning on a Waylon Jennings song. However, when Judy does force me to listen to him, the first song, I'm in a pretty bad mood about it. By the second or third song, we're having a good time.
We are. We're having a good time. Well, his music's just fun. I just think he's got fun songs. And I think he had a great voice. Guy. I just think he's funny. And I think his music was really good. And I think he's just a fun singer.
Just a fun guy.
So, yeah. But, yeah, sometimes I don't get the best looks when I turn them on. And I don't turn them on that much. No. If she's going to Nashville and I'm driving her to the airport, she's listening to Waylon Jennings. Because it's Nashville.
It is.
And you can't go to Nashville listening to Ariana Grande.
Exactly.
Gotta listen to the country stuff.
Exactly.
And he's like classical country.
Yeah. I feel like, I do not like country. I am country's biggest hater. However, his kind of country I can tolerate a little bit more than others. I don't like new country because I think it sounds like rock music pretty much with a twang. Yeah. And it drives me nuts. I like the old-fashioned stuff, and Waylon Jennings was right there. Right there. He was the old-fashioned stuff.
He is. He's good. He's good. He's good. Really good. I would listen to Waylon Jennings. He died. I can't remember when he died. In the 90s, I think, or early 2000s.
A while ago. Yeah.
A while ago. But, he's a good old boy. Yeah. He's a good old boy. This was funny. I was watching a Netflix on the We Are the World thing. Yeah. And he was actually supposed to be in it. Like he started in it, but they wanted him to sing. Like they were thinking it would be kind of cool if they sang in this African Swahili, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he said, no good old boy will ever sing in Swahili. Well, whatever. Swahili. And he left. He just left. And he was not in the video.
That's crazy.
That was funny. Willie Nelson stayed.
There you go.
But not Waylon Jennings.
There you go.
I like Waylon. Crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, I will always love Waylon Jennings.
There you go.
Okay. Your turn.
Well, back to the girls that I like. Next would definitely be Olivia Rodrigo. Judy cannot stand Olivia Rodrigo, and I think it is hilarious.
I was okay with that driver's license song. Yeah. Until it really wrecked that kid. It really bugged me that she wrecked that kid. And
however, I think the argument can be made that the fans took it too far.
Oh, the fans took it too far.
I think she definitely could have came out and said some things. Like, I think she could have done things differently. But I don't believe in blaming the artist for fans' bad behavior.
I would agree. But she didn't have.
But there was more she could have done.
There's more. I mean, it was like a catchy little song. Yeah. And actually, I related to it because, back in the day, I would drive by people's houses that I thought were cute.
Who hasn't?
But I don't know. Other than that, what good is she?
She has so many good songs. Sour, the album that Driver's License on, was her debut album. And it is the most popular debut album by any artist ever.
Ever.
By a landslide. It's incredible. This album was so successful. Uh-huh. So successful.
Too fast.
Well, her second album was pretty darn successful, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know she had a second album. I kind of thought she was a one-hit wonder, to be honest.
No, she's thriving.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's still thriving?
She's still thriving. She just finished
How old is she now?
21? 22?
So she's past the driver's license stage. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't get it. I thought she was just she's fine if you like that kind of music. Mm-hmm. I thought she was kind of immature. Well, she was 16.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She's kind of bugs. There's nothing about her that makes me go, wow, I've got to listen to her.
Yeah.
In fact, if I hear her come on, I probably would turn her off.
Yeah.
If Abby turns her on while Abby's driving, we have to listen. But other than that, we don't have to listen to her.
I think it's also just not only that she's a woman, but she's also like kind of going more into this like 2000s early punk girl group kind of a vibe. And that's just like so not your vibe.
So not my vibe.
I think it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
not
another
just
one.
the women. I have to explain about my women. I really don't like women singers. Mm-hmm. I do like some, like Karen Carpenter, Pat Benatar, a little bit of Barbra Streisand, even a little bit of Bette Midler. But not too much more than that, because I just don't want to hear a woman singing, and I don't know why.
No, I know a lot of people who don't like women singers.
Really? So it's not just
it's not just you.
Because I don't know, and it's nothing against women. Women are great. Yeah. I'm not saying you have to be like pregnant and hiding in your house if you're a woman. I just don't like listening to women sing. I just don't want to. I don't want to hear a love song from a woman. I just don't like women singers. Yeah. Unless they're, or Celine Dion. I would listen to her too. But there's just very few women that I feel are talented enough to listen to.
To be worthy of your time.
Yeah. And I know that's very controversial maybe.
No, but no, I do know people who have a similar sentiment. So.
Yeah. So. Sorry. Sorry, Olivia Rodrigo fans.
That's okay.
Don't hate me.
I am a fan. So
don't hate me for hating her.
No.
I don't hate her. I don't you understand her. You just would never
turn her on.
I just don't understand her.
Yeah. And that's okay. Because you're so far removed from like a 19-year-old girl.
I know. I think that might be it.
Why wouldn't you relate to it?
That's probably it too. Because I'm too old to understand a 19-year-old.
You're not too old. You're just in a different life stage.
I'm in a different life stage.
And you haven't been in that life stage for a long time.
I haven't. And,
And that's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. And I don't want to go back to that life stage.
It's not fun.
Don't make me go back.
All right. What's your next one?
So my next one is a good one.
Okay.
One I love very much. Neil Diamond.
Okay. So this is one that... again, if Judy's driving, she can listen to whatever she wants to listen to. She's going to hear about it from me, though. She's going to hear. There's going to be some moans and groans from me.
Yes.
Over Neil Diamond.
Who is the best? Oh, he can sing a song. He was so good.
He was okay.
So good. No,
he was
so
okay.
Good. So good.
Anyone who covered any of his songs did it way better than he did.
Oh, who?
I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Monkees.
No. From Smash Mouth. From Shrek.
Oh,
that's the superior version of...
But who wrote that song?
Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying anyone who covers his song does a better job than he does.
Oh, I don't think so.
I do.
And he has beautiful songs, too. He has that one song, I Said. I think this is one of the most beautiful songs ever written. And in the middle, he talks about the frog becoming a king or whatever, a prince. And he's like, if you take away the situation and named, that's who I was. Like, it's very beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Because sometimes you feel that way. Like, I came from here and I became this. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like that.
That's good.
I love Neil Diamond. I mean,
honestly, my biggest problem with Neil Diamond is this gosh darn movie, The Jazz Singer. Why on earth are we celebrating adultery? Huh?
Oh, why? You haven't seen any movies about that, and it wasn't celebrating.
It was. That was the whole point. He finally found happiness by cheating on his wife. He finally found purpose because he was having an affair.
No, she doesn't even understand
the movie. I do understand the movie.
The movie he was sad because he couldn't get his music out there, and he wanted his music out there, and so he got his music out there, and his wife didn't follow.
Yeah. So naturally, that means affair. That means a beautiful, loving affair.
Some of the best songs came out of that movie, and I will listen to that soundtrack day and night if I have to. Because Coming to America, don't tell me every 4th of July when they're doing the fireworks and they play that song, you're not right up there with it. I'm coming to America.
The one time a Neil Diamond song is allowed is if there are fireworks currently exploding in front of my face, and that one song comes on.
Oh.
That's it.
He is so good.
I have vivid memories of being young watching this freaking movie, being like, this is the worst message ever. This is awful.
He was such a bad actor in it, too.
Yes, like, it is an awful movie.
But
and
no, the movie, I like the movie. And I don't see it as him having
glorifying adultery?
No, I do not see it. He married her.
Oh.
His wife.
I'm so glad. After he had the courage to get a divorce.
Well, he wanted to play his music. And his music
was more important than his marriage.
Well, she wasn't very nice.
Oh, okay. So as long as she's not very nice, having an affair is totally cool.
Well, it was...
as long as she wasn't very nice and you married
It was doomed for a divorce.
Partner.
It was doomed for a divorce.
Well, then let him get divorced and then...
Anyways.
Then maybe
I think Neil Diamond is... I mean, there's a Broadway show about his songs. It's about him. A Broadway show. And it's doing well, I think. Or it was. I don't know.
I could tell you a bunch of bad Broadway shows.
No, this one's good.
I just don't like Neil Diamond. And that's okay.
He's a classic.
He has some iconic songs. Not my cup of tea, but that's okay.
But you like I'm a Believer.
Yeah, when Smash Mouth sings it.
How about when the Monkees sing it?
Yeah, it's too old.
I like the Monkees too.
Also, when Eddie Murphy sings it, slays too.
Oh yeah, he does sing it, huh? In that movie.
Yeah.
So let's just say we do have one movie, Shrek,
that
has a Neil Diamond song that you like it. But let me tell you, if you want to hear a good soundtrack, it is The Jazz Singer. Forget about anything else.
Everyone needs to go watch that movie and tell me what you think of it. Where on your morals does it land? What morals are we bending to say this is a great movie?
The best music came out of that song, and I will die on that. The best
I
music.
never said it didn't.
The best music. That is the best sound. One of the best soundtracks of any movie out there. So
agree to disagree.
All right.
Okay.
You go on to your next girl singer.
My next girl singer is Billie Eilish. She does not like Billie Eilish. And can I guess why?
Try.
Because she's weird.
Yeah.
She doesn't dress very cute.
Yeah.
And she whisper sings.
Yes, that's it. I hate the whisper singing. I did like the song in the Barbie movie. I do like that song.
That's because you can't not like that song.
I know.
That song, it's one of the best songs ever written.
It is, and she does slay it.
Mm-hmm.
But does all of her songs have to sound kind of like that?
They don't, though.
And
her newer album does, though.
I can understand she doesn't want to look like a woman and dress like a woman for some reason.
I think she didn't want to be sexualized, especially when she was a minor.
Well, I understand that. I understand that. But, do something. Make yourself pretty. It drives me nuts.
She is very pretty.
I know, but she doesn't compliment herself. Like, she just has...
It's not my style. It's not how...
She just is, like, grungy, and it just bugs me. Mm-hmm. Like, she's a really pretty girl. Mm-hmm. Show it off.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
I don't know. It just bugs me. But her whispery voice, and she's weird. I don't know. I think she's not as weird as she... Her brother, no. He's a good singer. Yeah. I do like Phineas.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go is one of the coolest albums of all time. And I will die on that hill. I love that album so much. That was peak Billie Eilish, if you ask me. But that was peak weirdness for Billie Eilish, too. Her latest album is good. I think it all sounds really similar. Like, I think it all kind of sounds the same.
Yeah.
But... I do really like Billie Eilish.
I think also when she first came out, Tyler was kind of making fun of her. And so I just kind of got the let's make fun of her.
Yeah. You hopped on the hate train.
I did, I guess. I didn't really hate on her. I just thought, was she serious? Like, I didn't think she was a serious artist.
Yeah.
I just didn't think much of her.
I think when you strip all the weirdness away, she's extremely talented. I think she's extremely talented.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
I think all the weirdness turns people off.
Yeah.
Because I think she is very, very, very talented.
I think she's talented, and I think her brother's really talented.
Yeah. I think they need to stop writing together, though, because all of her music is starting to sound the same. And I think it's because they're writing together. Yeah. But I don't think they will ever stop.
But I did like the Barbie song.
Yeah, that song is so
What
great.
is it called?
What Was I Made For?
Yeah, that one's a good one. I do like that one. That one's slayed.
Yeah.
Other than that, I probably wouldn't listen to her.
Yeah. And that's her.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. All right.
Alrighty, what's the next one?
Let me see. Oh, just the regular George Michael.
Oh, yeah. I am coming around to George Michael. I still would never turn him on, but my eyes don't roll quite as far back when he's turned on now.
Okay, so when you're watching TikTok and they have role model and they have father figure singing.
It slays.
It slays, doesn't it?
It slays so hard.
I told you.
But is that George Michael? Is that role model?
Well, it's George Michael. You don't hear role model
I know,
singing.
but you see him. You see him diva down.
I know, but you see him diva down to father figure.
I know, and it's the perfect song.
I know.
Still would never turn it on. However, he slays.
Yeah. Well, I like George Michael.
Yeah.
I don't love all George Michael, but I do love majority of George Michael. Yeah. His when he first went the second. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many Wham records there were. I wasn't that big of a fan back then, but I like when I started really liking him with Edge of Heaven, and that was when he was still with Wham.
Yes.
And then he had his solo one that had father figure and faith and all that.
Yeah.
That's when I really thought he was good.
He was good.
And then he has a really good song. There's the song about the corner, like, I can't remember what it's called. That one's really good. Just, yeah. I love George Michael. I really love George Michael. I will always love George Michael.
There you go.
It's kind of sad. So I'm glad you're kind of
I'm coming around.
It's because they're playing some of his good music to role model.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's all I need.
I know.
That's all I need. You put someone I love up on listening or playing with someone's song.
There you go.
That's all I need.
There you go. I heard Role Model's going to star in a movie.
He is.
In Netflix. Yeah. Going to sound like a bad movie, though.
Yeah. It's a Lena Dunham movie.
Yeah, so it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Natalie Portman's in it and some other guy. I can't remember.
So
it's not going to be an appropriate movie by any stretch of any imagination, which is also not what we would expect from him. We would not expect an appropriate movie.
He's not really
by any stretch of any imagination. I saw a TikTok that was so funny. It was like, I don't know what's more ridiculous, his real name or his stage name, because his real name is Tucker Pillsbury.
I know.
And then his stage name is Role Model. I thought that was hilarious.
That is funny.
Yeah. So he's getting into acting now, which is exciting. Yeah. Good for him.
Good for him. So what's your next one?
So my next one, and this is my last one. I don't know. I think I only
I have probably just one, maybe two more.
Okay. And this is one that you don't necessarily not like.
Okay.
I would say I like more than you like.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had discussions.
Okay. I'm a little nervous.
And that is AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
I love AC/DC.
How can you not?
They're right under Def Leppard for me. Really? I love AC/DC. And my dream is to go to an AC/DC concert. And there was a point in time, you said you would not come with me.
I know, and I don't know if I would still. I think I'd have a headache after.
That's part of the fun.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe I'll go then, if that's part of the fun.
I love AC/DC so very much. They have banger after banger after banger after banger. They are all so great. And
I only like one song of theirs. Dirty Deeds and Dirt Cheap. And there's that other one. Is it Rock You All Night or? No, I don't know what it's called. But I don't really love them. They weren't one of my favorite. I was always kind of scared of AC/DC. I always thought they were like satanic or something. Yeah. So they scared me. So I didn't really listen to them too much.
They were too bad for you?
They got a little too far.
There you go.
In the bad category.
I love AC/DC so very much.
I know. Well, we'll have to find a concert. I heard they were just in Vegas, and it just makes me sad we missed them. I'm really
sad we missed them. Because it really is a dream of mine to go to an AC/DC concert because I love them that much. So we'll see.
We'll see.
But I would definitely say I'm a much bigger AC/DC fan than you.
I wonder if it would be scary to go to their concert.
I don't think it'd be any scarier than like a Foreigner or a
you don't?
Def Leppard concert.
You don't think they're Satanists?
No. I do not think they are Satanists.
All right.
Especially at the ripe old age of 70? What are they now?
Oh, they're pretty old now.
Yeah.
In fact, did the lead singer die?
Maybe.
And then they got the new one, which he was fine too. He was pretty good too, but Yeah, it seemed like the first lead singer died.
He might have. Let's see.
And then the other one came in, but they always have that guitarist, that Angus something.
Angus Young.
Yeah, he's the funny one because he's always in the schoolboy shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of them who have since passed.
Oh, no. But this is the guy that I know was the second singer.
Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Bon Scott died. He was a vocalist.
And he's
still alive.
Okay, I don't know, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong group.
Yeah.
I maybe would go to a concert. I think I would have a really bad headache after.
But I think you would have the time of your life.
I think I might.
I think you would have so much fun.
We'll see.
That's our goal. That's our goal, to get to an AC/DC concert.
We'll see.
I think we would have so much fun.
Do you?
I think if you went with someone else, you might not have as much fun.
With Dad?
I don't know. Someone else.
I know. I would have fun with you.
We would have so much fun at an
and I would probably
concert.
have a headache after.
Yeah, but that means you had a great time.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe.
We'll see. Everyone say you have to get to an AC/DC concert.
They're a little scary to me.
But they're so good.
All right. So my last one is kind of him / something else.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Sean Cassidy / David Cassidy / Partridge Family.
Yeah.
But we'll just stay with Sean Cassidy for now.
This is another one where there's going to be some mumblings and some grumblings from me. Again, I won't make her turn it off, but there will be some mumblings and some grumblings.
Sean Cassidy.
I just don't get it.
Did you see him in the 70s?
Yes.
Holy heck, he was good looking.
He was better looking than David. I'll give you that.
No, I thought David was better looking, actually.
I disagree.
A younger David with the longer hair. Oh, much better looking. But I was in love with Sean.
Yeah, he was one of your boyfriends.
He was one of my boyfriends. We'd watch Hardy Boys every week, every Sunday. We'd kiss the TV when he was on. He was my first concert ever. Mm-hmm. Oh, he was good.
I just don't get it. What song? He sings the Do Run Run.
The Do Run Run.
Is that it?
And Hey Deanie. I was going to have you review that song one day.
Maybe
Hey
we will,
Deanie. And then That's Rock and Roll.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't know.
Really?
I feel like that's one you had to be there for.
I think he did.
And
you don't think he was good looking at all?
No.
Not at all?
No,
How about now that he's old?
No.
He looks like his mom now.
I think they both kind of looked like little rats. And not in a like cute rat way, because there is a cute rat way. It's not a cute rat way. It's kind of like a rat.
His head is like...
That's probably what it is. That's probably the rat look.
Oh, he was so good looking.
But
he was the best, and his music still makes me very happy when I hear it. I don't turn it on very much, but if it comes on the radio or if I just am flipping through and I see it, I'm like, oh.
We're listening.
We're listening.
If I'm in the right mood, by verse 2 of the Do Run Run, I can jam.
Oh, how can you
But if I'm not, if I'm on the edge of a bad mood and Sean Cassidy comes on, it is an immediate plummet right to the bottom.
Right to the bottom.
Right to the bottom. But I just feel like that's when you had to be there for.
You had to be there in the 70s for it. You know, he was good. He was
Which is
really
something
good.
I think people are going to say about Role Model too. So
definitely. And see, I think he has about the same span as Role Model, which was about a couple years.
Yeah.
Sorry, Role Model.
So I get it in the sense of I get it, but I don't relate. You know?
Well, I love his music. I just thought it was still good. I'll still watch the Hardy Boys, just listen to him sing.
What a random thing to do.
I know. It was funny.
It is so funny.
It was the dumbest show. I watched it one day. I had this one episode. Just got to tell you about it. Bread was on it. The musical group Bread. So you know it was going to be good because David Gates cannot act. Yeah. But he can sing.
Yeah.
And it was about they had to go to Hawaii.
Okay.
Because there were some stolen, what were they stolen? What's those things that bring sound out in music?
Conch shells?
No,
speakers?
Speakers.
Stolen speakers
and
in
they
Hawaii?
had to find out who stole them.
Oh my gosh. That's
And they
crazy.
had to get it. Okay, so this, I'll have to tell you, I mean, I loved this episode when I was growing up. And back then you had 2 chances.
Okay.
When it first came out, and then there was a repeat towards the end. Like,
okay.
So like they would kind of do like one season, but then they would do it in like once.
Yeah.
Like, so they'd have the originals and then they would do the. So you had about 2 chances of seeing this episode.
Gotcha.
I love this episode so much. So what happened was there was a Russian girl that was trying to get out and she didn't know. And like, it was the manager, I think, that was in love with her, but she didn't know for sure if he loved her or not. And she was escaping Russia. Mm. So they had to have Brad help. So, of course. If the guy was not honest about it, they were going to sing one song. Mm. But then if he became honest, and if he was honest, and they would sing it, and that was her way of knowing if she should run away or not. Mm. So they start out with the song because he was not being honest.
Oh no! And
then he turned and they told the truth, and so then they had to stop right in the middle of the song and start singing the other one.
Crazy!
Oh, it was beautiful.
That is beautiful.
And Sean Cassidy saved.
It's true love.
Sean Cassidy and Parker Stevenson.
The Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys. So.
Well.
Yeah, but David Cassidy's kind of in there with it.
That's fair. They're
but we've talked about David Cassidy, but they're kind of about the same.
Yeah.
But Sean Cassidy for sure will put her in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And it's too bad because he was a beautiful man.
Yeah.
And I would love to go see him in concert again. And he does do concerts every once in a while. I got to keep my eye out.
I would go with you. Yeah.
Okay. I got to keep an eye out for it. Because he was doing he does a lot of TV shows. Like he writes TV shows now, like real famous ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all he does.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for him. I thought he died. So.
No, he's still alive. He looks just like his mom now.
Mm. Shirley Jones.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So yeah.
There you go.
So, just so you guys know,
there really is songs we don't agree on.
There are songs. There are singers, artists that we
don't necessarily agree on.
No. But okay. We will come together sometimes and listen to them.
Yes.
If we're in a good mood.
Yes.
And if Abby's not in a good mood, we do not listen.
We do not turn on Sean Cassidy or Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond will do that too. He will put me in a bad mood.
Oh, so fast.
So fast.
So fast.
But that's okay.
That's all right. Just talking about him makes you in a bad mood.
I get a little heated when I talk about the jazz singer, okay?
Oh,
okay?
All right. Well, this has been fun, Abby.
It has been fun. If you agree with us on any of these or disagree with us, let us know.
Okay.
But go follow us on your preferred streaming platform and subscribe on YouTube and follow our social media.
And give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up and ring the bell and all of the things. We're just from vinyl to streaming everywhere.
Everywhere.
And we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.